Kylan Billiot, LSU receiver. You're watching the FanView podcast. A lot of the kids from the Tri is going to see me, and that's going to open more doors for them to understand that, like, it's not impossible. You know what I mean? So, like, a lot of kids feel like they wondering what I do or what I did to get where I'm at now. I worked hard for it. I didn't take like criticism from coaches. I didn't take it the wrong way. I took it as like, all right, I need to get better. I need to figure this out so I could get where I want to go. So like, I feel like if I could do it and I could earn it how I want to, how I did, then they could do it. You know what I mean?
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. FanView podcast. We in the building. I'm DatBoyFred.
G Sports back at it.
Coach Hurricane Hen back at it again.
And again.
And again.
And again. Y'all know what it is. Listen, man, get locked in. FanView podcast if you're on YouTube. FanView podcast if you're on TikTok. FanView podcast if you're on Facebook. FanView podcast if you're on IG. It's still FanView Nola if you're on X. Don't forget to subscribe to us. If you on here, trust me, every time we drop an episode, we want y'all locked in, engaged, ready to go. But we got another special guest in the building. G Sports. Why don't you go ahead and get everybody an introduction to our guest of the night?
From the Tri.
You know, it's always special for me, man, when you get somebody from the crib to come on the FanView podcast. Been knowing this young man for a while now. I remember him coming out of middle school, seeing how good of an athlete he was, and I kind of felt like he had a chance to do something big if he ever took it serious, man. And man, he was able to prove me right. LSU Signee for the 2024 class, receiver Kylan Billiot out of Terrebonne High School. Appreciate you coming on the FanView podcast, Kylan, bro. We've been talking about this for a while now to get you on. Graduate tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm lit.
Graduate tomorrow. And man, I can't wait to see you embark on this new journey, man. Getting ready to move in on Saturday. To start that new journey over there in Baton Rouge, man, with the LSU Tigers. But we always like to start the FanView podcast talking about your journey, dog. Take us back growing up on the bayou down there in Dulac.
Facts.
Right. And
Boy, do that, boy.
Ain't nothing down there.
Dulac.
Dulac.
Right. But take us back, man. When did you fall in love with the game of basketball and football, and how did those two sports get you to where you at today?
I really fell in love with everything whenever, I ain't gonna lie, when I was growing up, my mom really threw me in football. I didn't really know what I was doing. I really wasn't that good. Basketball, I wasn't really that good either. But, like, I just kept on playing. I was fishing because I lived in Dulac, of course.
And that's to do.
But I really like fishing more than playing in basketball and football because that's where I grew up. That's where I was living at. So, like, as I got older, we moved houses like 3 times. And then my mom finally put me in football, like for real, was like some real black boys, I would say.
Right.
And like that finally introduced me to it. Actually, Jalen was on my team.
Jalen Lucas.
And
Play at Florida State.
Man, that boy the dog.
Right.
Yes.
As a kid, bro. And I was just like, I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to be like that, but like, I ain't know what it took for real. Because like, I ain't really have life figured out yet. But like, as I went to junior high, my 7th grade year, I played basketball because I started taking basketball more serious. I was playing basketball. When I got to junior high, I didn't play football. I just played straight basketball. They wasn't really winning no games. I didn't really care about football at all, for real.
Wow.
And then my 8th grade year came around. I was like, man, I'm going to just go try. I got number 13 because I wanted to be like Odell.
Shout out to Odell.
Shout out to Odell. Man, shout out to OBJ, man. Everybody here, all you kids out here wearing little, what that is, Mohawks. Listen, Odell Beckham was
And
so
that was around the time when he had the one-handed catch.
one-handed catch.
I wanted to be like Odell so bad.
Right.
So then I started playing basketball. My 8th grade year, we won the Paris championship in basketball.
Yeah, y'all beat us in the championship.
Yeah, I was a dog. I had like 20.
Mm-hmm.
OHL coming up short.
It was Evergreen.
Evergreen, man.
Middle school.
Oh my God! Don't worry about it.
And then ninth grade came around. I knew who Jeremiah Gray was, but like, cause I always wanted to be on a G Sports like little thing.
Yeah.
Growing up,
Rocking with G Sports.
I always wanted to do that, and I still never did that. Matter of fact,
You bad.
I still never.
You bad.
You're
I think
bad.com.
you did when y'all beat Ellendale HL in basketball.
No, I never did it. I
What?
never did.
Damn.
You're bad.
So
Hold that
then,
over his head.
ninth grade came around. He called me into the office.
Coach Jones.
Coach Jones' office, my basketball coach. And he was talking to me. I thought I was about to get on the I'm rocking with G. I thought I was about to get on that. So I was like, man, I'm good. So then he was just talking about how I should start taking football more serious than basketball, but like keep playing basketball. But I ain't gonna lie, I kind of was like, man, you don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Cause like I'm going to Kentucky or UNC. I'm going to some good school like that.
Right.
And then after that, my 10th grade year, I wasn't really that good. Like, I wasn't really that good at sports or football in general until like my 10th grade summer, for real.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because I watched Jalen play, my 9th grade year, I was sitting on the sideline, football. And then my 10th grade year came around, Hurricane Ida hit, and Jalen went to call.
Right.
And I was like, man, I'm the next man up.
Right.
So then the time came around, I wasn't really that good. And then Coach T.Y. had came in, and he was like, it's time to put that basketball down and come play football. So I was like, man, let's do it. 11th grade came around, G telling me some camps we should hit. And that came around. I just really blew up from there. My 707.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
707.
Yeah.
And I played with Louisiana for basketball. I ain't gonna lie. Basketball, when I hit the circuit and seeing them dudes on the circuit, I knew I was going with basketball.
Kentucky out of here.
Gone.
Out of here.
Mind you, my 9th grade year, I got off from Nichols for basketball.
So it did.
So I was outside every day training for basketball on a little outside goal. I thought I was going to Kentucky. I ain't gonna lie. So the 11th grade came.
Calipari never called.
Never. No, I thought when I got that Nichols offer, I thought they was gonna just keep rolling in.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped. The head coach, I think he went to a different college.
Yeah, he left and went to Alabama.
Yeah, you talking about
Clunch.
Clunch.
But now he's the head coach at
San Antonio.
Texas San Antonio now. Mm-hmm.
So then after my 10th grade year, my 11th grade year, and when I blew up, and then I wanted to commit to a school before I go into my senior year. My plans were really to commit to Troy because I messed with Coach Brock Hayes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They real cool. I messed with them a lot. And then G had gave me some like
Advice.
I guess itinerary about like what camps we were gonna hit.
Yeah.
To get an offer, we was gonna go to LSU, Georgia Tech,
Mississippi State.
Mississippi-
We went to Mississippi State.
yeah.
Starksville?
Yeah, we went out there. Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying nothing. We shouldn't have went out there. I'm like, waste of time. But yeah, then we go to Georgia Tech, and then we go down to Florida State, and then we go to Florida Gator.
So y'all went to Atlanta.
Coach Nape.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But all that, we was going to do all that if I didn't get the offer from LSU. So I got the offer from LSU, and all that was canceled. Like, I knew I wanted to commit. I wanted to commit on the spot, but BK was somewhere, and I couldn't commit on the spot, so I had to wait like a little week or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then they finally got me and my mama up there with an official. And then I committed there, and I fell in love since. Troy tried to give me the flip, texting me every day. And then
Oregon
tried to give me the flip. And
Florida was trying to get you to come on the official.
And then when I went to my official to LSU, what's the head coach name from Troy?
Summerall.
Summerall was like, the next weekend, he wanted me going official to Tulane. But I was like, man, I'm here. Like, I ain't going nowhere. I'm a Tiger now. Like, it's over with.
Yeah.
So that's how I move in Saturday, and my new journey starts, basically.
Man, I think a key part that went into that process, do you remember what the LSU coaches were saying that you had to do? One of the main things they wanted to see you do for you to get the offer.
Oh, they wanted me to run. I had to run. Every Billy Napier wanted me to run. LSU wanted me to run. That's really a lot of schools wanted me to run. UL, they took a year to offer me.
Wow.
They took a year. They offered me the same day I got my offer from LSU. That's after I tested, after I ran. So yeah.
But talk about, when we were talking about this process and how important it was for you to test well, for you to be able to have a school like LSU. What did you do to be able to go test well?
I trained for my 40. I trained for maybe it might not sound long, but I trained for a week straight. But the day before I knew I was going to test, I ran the 40 before summer workouts like 6 times to make sure my time was good. I was nervous going into it. At first, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't even about to go to the 7-on-7 thing because they didn't offer me when I went to the camp.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I was like,
well, if you remember, you didn't get the test at the camp either.
Yeah, I ain't get the test either though. Yeah, that's true.
You did good, but you didn't get the test.
So then I finally tested, and then I was even shocked. I didn't know I was gonna run a full 5.2. I didn't know I was gonna run that. So when UL came in, I already knew what I wanted to do before
right.
I already knew what I wanted to do. Yeah, it's too late for you. It took too long.
But I think what's so important about the path is that a lot of kids think that you're supposed to get offered without testing. I think a lot of kids think that you're just supposed to be recognized or have a household name. No, you still got to do things. Right. You still have to do something to get that offer.
Right.
A lot of kids think that you're just supposed to go to the camp. Right. And they see me at the camp and that's it. Nah, your measurables matter. You're trying to get to LSU.
Right.
Or you're trying to get a Power 5 school to recruit you.
Right.
And I think what's so important about it that how you expressed it is that you had to test.
Right.
I think a lot of kids think that, well, I don't have to do this, I don't do that, I could just that ain't how that work.
It's free game. Really, you shouldn't really go to camp that's is money like that you spend your money for no reason. Like the wasted time camps. Like I'm not trying to down talk nobody or nothing, but it's just some camps be for the money.
Yep.
It's you just a number at this point.
Yep.
You got to cut the line. If you want to see yourself, you got to cut the line. You got to cut the line.
You got to be an alpha.
You got to be the first in line. I learned that the hard way. I'm sitting in the back. I'm letting everybody go for the LSU camp too.
The first year, I was like, man, what you doing?
I was sitting in the back. I was a little sick. I was scared. I ain't gonna lie. It was some dudes out there.
That's normal.
Yeah. It was some dudes out there.
What dudes out there?
Some dudes.
From all over.
Some dudes.
It's LSU now. LSU elite.
You never been to the LSU camp, huh?
Not like that.
So you
the guys are there.
You'll understand.
And then they separate the Jimmies from the Joes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like the elite ones, they on one field.
Right, yeah.
Everybody else on the backfield.
And mind you, it's 7 people on the elite field. It's 7 people.
Yeah, it's like 7 receivers and probably 10 DBs.
And coaches all around the whole field.
And then you get the other people, the Joes get the support staff. You get the GA, the guy that I'm
student workers.
I'm laughing.
Student workers.
You know what I'm saying? The guy when you go to LSU practice, the guy that just sit there with the practice script and just blow the horn, you get him running your drill.
Now I have seen a kid be on the backfield and they just killing so much
that he get
and then a student worker come walk over and they'll come tap Frank or Cortez and be like, man, they got a kid over here. I think he need to be over here. And I'm like, just bring him over. I didn't see that happen. Matter of fact, that happened to Jakai Douglas.
Right.
Yup, they had a LSU camp at the Saints facility.
Yeah, the satellite. Yeah,
they had a satellite camp at the Saints facility, and he was killing on the backfield. I went and we went told Jaluk. That's when Jaluk was at LSU. Mm-hmm. Like, dog, we got a kid over here killing. Bring him over here. Man, he went over there and killed with the elite kid, with the elite fuzz. You know what I'm saying? So, I think you made a good point about, man, you got to go in there with a mindset.
Right.
You got to go in there with a mindset. If you don't, them coaches, they looking for that. They looking for that alpha. They looking for somebody that's going to take charge.
Down.
Right.
That's not going to take that back, that take that
coattail.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, because as a former player myself, and I know G could attest because Fred didn't play high school ball, when you get that college offer, that when you actually step, like you hadn't got to this point yet in your career, when you actually step on that college campus and you realize I ain't prepared enough or I ain't ready. You know, that's one of the things as a coach that I try to pride myself on, to making sure that my kids, like when they get that offer and all that stuff, that when they show up, they got a shot.
Right.
They got a shot. What have you been doing since your last game to now to make sure when fall camp rolls around that I'm not just a number? I actually, like, Hank got a real deal think about where he put me at.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been trying to learn the playbook. The playbook is like, it's a little too complicated for me. I think somebody got to really explain it to me.
Mm-hmm.
But like, as of like conditioning wise, I think I ran like 2 days ago. I went to the park and ran like 2 miles or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Joe Sloan was telling me, like, if you not don't know anything, just be in shape.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just be ready to come here and run it. I don't want to see you out of breath, because he said when you're out of breath, you can't learn the plays. And when you can't learn the plays, you can't get on the field. So, like, really been trying to condition myself. I think once I really get there, they're going to, like, show me how to learn the plays. Because in high school, the plays, like, trips right, some, and that's it. These plays are, like, longer and got a deeper meaning to it.
More detailed.
Right. So, like, I think once I really get there, they're going to really show me. But conditioning-wise, I think I'm going to be straight.
Here go free game for you. Always study your playbook after you condition. Reason why is because you tired and that stuff loads into your long-term memory.
Right.
It's not short. Like when you just read, like if we're reading a book right now, it's like boom, boom, boom. It's like a little song. Like you hear it once, like, all right, if it's catchy, like the more and more you doing, the more and more your brain working. But the thing that I think all young kids need to learn, especially when they go into the next level, is it's not the plays that you got to learn first. The plays going to come.
Right.
You got to learn the formation. If you can't align, the first thing in football is alignment.
Right.
I don't care what side of the ball
Know
is.
where to line up
If you can't line up in the formations, you already didn't knock yourself down, because it might be somebody that you way better than, but he know what to do.
Right.
So now you got to sit there and beat out walk on number 7.
Yeah.
You know, especially like at a school like LSU.
You got good walk-ons.
You know what I'm saying? So like you got that's the leg up. You know the formations that already put you up on something, because it's some and G can tell you, there's some uber talented kids in college that can't get on the field because they don't know what to do.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Man, I kind of want to get into your background as far as your family history, man. I was very intrigued learning that, you come from a background of Native Americans, Indians, and the way y'all grew up was just different. And I didn't know that y'all went through some of the trials and tribulations that your grandpa and your great-grandfather had to go through growing up back in the day, man. Talk about, your culture and growing up in that culture, and what your great-grandfather, what he did for as legacy-wise for y'all family, and how you taking that with you as you becoming a man.
Right. If a lot of y'all didn't know, I'm Native American too. Yeah, I grew up in Dulac. My mom's Indian.
What tribe?
United Homo Nation. And we not really well known yet.
Yeah, y'all not 5 Nation.
Yeah, we not well known yet. But my grandpa, he was a tribe leader, and like he was like an advocate for the kids to go to school. Like he really tried to help the kids grow, basically.
Right.
In my
because the Indians back then, y'all couldn't go to school with the blacks and the whites.
No, I had to learn about my history, because like I didn't really know what we went through. Like my grandpa now, he probably went to 7th grade and dropped out, became a shrimper, tugboat, and like that's all I really knew until like I moved to town, I guess if that's what you call it. Really and truly, our history is like, I don't know. You got to just be there to see it. Like my grandma could cook. I think everybody down there cook well. Like everybody cook well.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody know how to do everything. My grandma, she'll go outside cut the grass right now, cause like that's what she grew up doing. Like I think my great grandma had 17 kids, I think. And like they lived in a 4-bedroom house or something like that.
Good Lord.
And my grandma's mom owned a restaurant. They all worked in it. Like still to this day, I go eat in that restaurant right now because my aunt owns a restaurant. And like it's just like a whole background of everything.
What does that mean to you, man, to know that your great grandfather was a part of being able to get the Native Americans getting the education, man, to be able to do something for the future, like people like yourself? Because I never knew that the Indians couldn't go to school with the blacks and the whites. I didn't know y'all went through that.
Mm-hmm. Right. We kind of was like, it's like blacks, whites, it's like Indians, we over here, like nobody really know about us.
Didn't respect y'all.
Yeah, at all. Like we had, I think my mom said they had to walk to school or something like that. From like a far walk. So I'm not talking about like just right there. It was a far walk.
Talking about a mile. We talking about miles.
Yeah, it was like a far walk. Like they had to walk to school. So like it was harsh. It was harsh.
So tell me, like, how did that like motivate you? Like that's part of your history. That's part of who you are. You know, how did that motivate you to still want to like strive to be like great? Because you represent that.
That motivates me a lot. I'm really like I ain't gonna say I'm the first person to go to college for my family. I think I am actually to go to college for like a big school for like paid school, football, a sport. Cause like most of my family members right now, I know either like just stayed down in Dulac and just worked on a shrimp boat or like just made a living for themselves in any type of way. I knew once my mom like moved me out, I was gonna be different. I kind of missed it at times, but like I had to move on forward.
Damn. As somebody who's from the Indian background,
I never knew that.
Mm-hmm, that's what this is. That whole Five Nations.
That's deep.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been knowing you this long and I ain't know you was an Indian boy.
My mom's side is like all my mom's side. My great grandfather was actually buried on the reservation in Oklahoma. So I know the pain of it too. So my question is, how important for you? Because it was like, so my grandfather was the one that was the breaker of chains, as they call it, to like leave the reservation and to move forward to break the generational curse. How important is it for you to like respect your heritage, but also be Kylan, like be his own individual self and have that be a story, but not be an anchor to you?
Right. I feel like my last name holds a lot of weight, meaning that like it's not a common last name, but it's a Dulac last name. So like my last name, it holds a lot, and like I feel like if I do something bad, then it's gonna all trickle down to he's a Billiot from Dulac. Of course, he's gonna do that. You know what I mean? So I feel like I just had to create my own legacy, and then like when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, I'm still a Billiot.
Right.
You know? And I still knew where I came from. I feel like I grew up Dulac, but like I was raised in Homer. But like I still remember everything. I used to wake up 7 o'clock in the morning. I ain't had no video games or none of that. I used to go fishing from sun up to sundown. Yeah, that's it.
That's your roots.
Yeah, that's my roots. That's where I grew up at.
G, let me ask you this: from being from the Tri Parish, how big is that from a kid for Dulac to overcome? Because look, it's no disrespect to y'all area, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, y'all don't. It's not a city, like, so it's not much to do. So for a kid to overcome what he's overcome, right, and reaching heights and still going, how big is that for him?
It's major, because I was just telling him, kids that come from Dulac, they don't even make it to their senior year in high school.
Facts. What
they do around 10th grade, usually when they become like minors, like 16, 17 years old, they drop out of school, they go on a tugboat, become a tugboat captain, become a shrimper, and start making money, start becoming a man early. And nothing is wrong with it,
right? Because
they did what they had to do to make a living, and who are we to judge? Right. But to see Kylan take a different path, right? And Brian Keller's always talking about the path, right? And see him respect his heritage and what he came from and how his grandpa was a hard worker, great grandfather was a hard worker, had his own business. Yeah, he had his own net company.
Yeah.
Had his own
nets.
had his own restaurant. To see him take that hard work and apply it to sports in a sense, and put himself in a position to play at a prestigious university like LSU, man, you can't put a price on it. You know what I mean? And I think that, like he got younger siblings coming up under him.
Right.
That's going to inspire them. They looking at everything he's doing. I could when he walk in the house and his mama see him walk through, I could see in her eyes how proud she is to see him just making that Billiot name proud. You know what I mean? So it means a lot, man. And you know how I feel about the Tri-Parish. That's something Nan did to me, and I just been so proud of his growth over the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I think that's big to hear for your community, because especially like me, not like coach, like I'm from here, the city is the city, but coaching in that small town, to see when somebody to see like what Cybo has done, like it puts St. Helena in a whole nother.
So you got to reference who Cybo is for the viewers.
Oh, for those who don't know, Cybo is Osiris Torrance. Played his high school ball at St. Helena College and Career Academy.
You coached him?
Yeah. Went to he had an offer for Georgia late. And like I love Cortez. Cortez was the recruit coordinator for Georgia. They're like, man, we need him here. And I told him like the best offense would be the better move for him. Right. And just so happened Jaluk was at UL, and he got to UL, and I think the best thing that happened for Cybo was he had a kid in the room, the same room as him as Robert Hunt, who was highly touted and all that stuff. And the one thing about Cybo is he don't back down. Right. So if he know you better than him, he gonna sit there, he gonna study. What are you doing that's better than me? And he just attacked it and turned it to All-American. When Coach Napier left, he followed him to Florida. And
second round pick, Buffalo
Bills.
Started as a rookie.
Didn't give up a sack in the SEC. Only gave up 3 sacks as a rookie. Protecting Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I think more of your story, like that type of stories, need to come out, because it's a kid sitting in Dulac that's gonna watch this, and his daddy's a shrimper, his uncle's a shrimpers. Right.
And
somebody.
Look, they have some good athletes come from down there.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like, and thinking that, well, big bro did this, uncles or stuff is next in line, but I really want to do this. And you could be the beacon, and or like y'all got a lot of water down there. You could be the lighthouse for people like, hey, I really can. It's really another way out of Dulac instead of on the river.
Right, no doubt.
I do want to mention this. Man, you following some pedigree, man. Tri-Parish. I'm gonna put y'all on right quick.
Go ahead. Give it the Tri-Parish our flowers.
No, but
you know how I feel about it.
For real though, let's keep it a band. I mean, guys like Cam, Robinson goes to Auburn, 2nd overall pick. Guys like Amik Robinson goes to La Tech, drafted in the 4th round to the Raiders. We talking about Kylan Lacey, who's already at LSU, Ja'Kai Douglas, Jalen Lucas,
Mason Taylor,
Mason Smith, who just got drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars, 3rd round pick, number 1 D tackle in the country, come out of high school, come out of your
number 1
high school.
overall player in the country.
When I seen him my freshman year, I was like, man, that boy,
yeah,
what dog
at your high school, right? So you following those footsteps,
right?
Whether you like it or not. What that means for you? How do you feel you need to prepare? What that say about somebody like yourself, who's the spotlight is on you,
right?
To, walking behind those footsteps and put the Tri-Parish in a place where it's more than just nothing going on. Not only do we have athletes, we got some dogs.
All right.
So how do you feel about that?
I feel like as I transitioned into into college, a lot of the kids from the Tri is gonna see me, and that's gonna open more doors for them to understand that like it's not impossible. You know what I mean? So like a lot of kids feel like they wonder what I do or what I did to get where I'm at now. I worked hard for it. I didn't take like criticism from coaches. I didn't take it the wrong way. I took it as like, all right, I need to get better. I need to figure this out so I could get where I want to go. So like I feel like if I could do it and I could earn it how I want to, how I did, then they could do it. You know what I mean?
How big was Coach T.Y., coming into the program change your trajectory? Because I can't remember the coach that was before that. I used to tell G all the time.
Gary Hill.
I was like, I don't like him. Like the amount of like I'm just keeping it, man. The amount of talent that was there and like nothing coming above it. I was like, I get it. It's 5A. I played at 5A,
Right.
But yeah, you could see some things. And then T.Y., somebody who I know like real good, like with him getting named there, coming from a tree of under Valdez and seeing how a successful program is ran. How did that help you compared to what you was used to your freshman and your sophomore year?
That helped me really like understand that like basketball, yeah, it could take me somewhere, but football is the route you need to take. When he first got there, I already knew it was go time. I remember this exact story. He could say it too. When I was in seventh grade, I was ISS, and he just came in to talk to Coach. Y'all know Jamar Celestine?
Mm-hmm.
He walked in there and he was like, "What you doing here?" He didn't know me at the time, and I was like, "Man, I don't know. Like, I'm chilling. Like, I was a troublemaker." And he was like, "Man, you need to stay out here. Blah blah blah. I'll be back." And then my 10th grade year came around. He called all the football players out of class, and we was all sitting in the bleachers in the gym. He was like, "Is Kylan Billiot in here?" And I stood up. He was like, "I'm back." And I sit down. And then after that, it just took off.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
You remember?
Oh, he'll tell you the story right now.
Oh, man. I know this is probably a moment that you probably don't want to relive, but I think it's important because I think it make you look at life in a different perspective. A year ago on Mother's Day, you got into a bad car accident. Flipped into a bayou, could have drowned. You got through the passenger or the driver's seat window, swam out, got on shore, was able to run down the road, get to somebody's house to be able to call the police. I think it was like 1, 2 in the morning.
No, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock in the morning, something like that.
1:30.
Yeah, I remember when I got the phone call. So many thoughts were going through my mind, man. Take me back to that on Mother's Day. You having that crash and how life just flashed before your eyes and how it made you look at life in a different perspective and how you don't take things for granted anymore.
That was a very hard thing for my mom to take in. I ain't gonna lie, when I first got in the car accident, my grandpa bought me the car. And like I wasn't really thinking of nothing of it. I was just like, man, what my grandpa gonna think? Like I feel like he was gonna be mad at me for wrecking the car, but I ain't realized that I'm alive. Like they ain't worrying about the car. Like I'm alive. Okay. And I had to realize that I had a spring game, 3 years after. Yep. I was blessed to walk out the car accident with just 4 stitches in my hand, and I did all that. The car was sinking while I was in it. I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was dead already. Like I sat there for like 5 seconds, like this time I'm going out. Like, and I was like, I can't go out like this. The window was already down. I got out the window. I swam to the shore or whatever, and then I climbed on the bridge, and I went to somebody's house. I ain't gonna lie, it was some white folks. They didn't want to call the cops for me. Like they was just like get off my porch, like. So they was like, I'm gonna call the cops, just get off my porch. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. They probably think I'm trying to break in their house or something.
Yeah. Right.
So I finally walked back out, and then a cop came, and then I was in a different parish, so they couldn't really. My mom wasn't answering the phone because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I ain't really had no business being out at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's just like she let me. She had trust in me, and then so the local police that was there, they called the police that was in my parish, and usually when a police knock on your mama's door, like
something bad.
yeah, so your son either dead or something. So I feel like I hurt my mom, but I actually like let her know that like that I'm good, and when she finally like they was like grab me some clothes, he good. So I was like, when she got there, I didn't know what to tell her. I just gave her a big hug and like it was Mother's Day. This ain't the
Mother's Day.
This ain't like the Mother's Day gift I should be giving her.
Right.
Like she was terrified. I was too. I was life. You can't take it for granted. That's all I kept on thinking about. I ain't have no phone. It was hard. I ain't gonna lie. It was hard.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I always have a message, man. You can replace property, but you can't replace people.
Right.
And it's you can always buy another vehicle, get another house, get another phone, whatever. It's property.
Right.
But people, once they're gone, they're gone.
Right.
You don't get to talk to them no more. Everything from this point on is a memory. And it hits different. It's different.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it like G said, it's not something to take for granted. But, you know, in that moment, man, I can promise you your mom is probably thinking like, this is not the experience I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
It hits hard. You know what I mean? But, you know, that's a major thing. And, you know, having a car accident at that kind of time, you know, that time in the morning.
Right.
And two, you're young.
Right.
You know, you're driving the car, you're just getting a feel for things, and I'll keep it 1,000. Y'all don't know what to do.
Yeah, I feel like I drive pretty good.
Yeah, you can be a good driver.
But listen, you gotta understand, that was my first wreck, and I still don't have no tickets on my record. So I'm a good driver. I'm a good driver.
You just haven't getting caught.
It's just like that's it. It's just like you know when you get your license, like and you get your first car, you know your first wreck coming. Like you know you're gonna get a first wreck eventually. Mm-hmm. I just ain't know what my first wreck was, and for that to be my first wreck, I was just like this my first wreck. Like you serious?
So dramatic.
Like you like this my
That's movies type stuff.
I put the bump in the car at Walmart.
Yeah.
This ain't it.
like this is my first wreck.
Yeah.
Man, let me flip it back to a somber tone, and I want to know, when did Kylan Billiot realize he was special in the sport of football? Like, what game was it? What moment was it? It could have been like a 7-on-7. It could have been an opponent that you went against. It was like, all right, I've arrived. I'm that guy now.
It had to be the day I got my offer, because I was at 7-on-7 at LSU, and like my first game, when I first got there, they had like Coach Hankton, Jordan, Joe Sloan. They was all around the whole field. I know they watching me, but I'm not thinking none of it. I'm playing bad. Like this is the day I got my offer. I'm playing bad. I'm dropping a whole bunch of balls. And then Coach T.Y. come up to me, he's like, you see all them coaches? They out here for you. Like what are you doing? And after that, we played another game, a game after that, and we played like 3 more games after that. We end up playing LCA.
Yeah.
Jawan Johnson go to?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We end up playing LCA in the indoor, and me and Jawan playing against each other. I didn't really know who Jawan was, and like the field was crowded. They had like coaches everywhere, and I knew we was gonna lose. I'm not gonna lie. I knew we was gonna lose. I was like this my moment. This my moment to get the offer I've been waiting for, and I did my thing. I don't know what DB I was killing or that was on my side, but I know he got the business though. I ain't gonna lie. He got the business. And after that, the offer came, and I felt blessed.
Same question for you, G. When did you know that, all right, when did you know that he arrived to Power 5 level? Not, because like we always see it before they see it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're like, all right, you group of 5, You know what I'm saying? You D2, you know what I'm saying? But then you also know like you could see like, all right, he'll cut above the rest.
Yeah, I ain't see it though. I ain't see it.
I probably would say, we was in Dallas for 7-on-7, and my message to our play caller was, we need to showcase Kylan this whole weekend, and let's do it in the confines of still trying to win the game, but let's showcase Kylan. And that whole weekend, I didn't tell him this. That whole weekend, my whole mindset was, I just want to see what he made of, because they had a lot of stiff competition out there, a lot of kids that was highly ranked and going to Power 5 schools. I just want to see what he was made of. Can he show up on that stage? And I would never try to say that 7-on-7 is the same as 11-on-11, because it's not. But it's about the mindset. We know he's 6'2", 6'3", nice physique, could move, could run. We know that. I need to see the mindset. I need to see the alpha. I need to see when you're on that stage and your number is being called, can you deliver? That's what I'm looking for now. And that whole weekend, bro, like, he just made some remarkable plays over and over and over and over. And that's when I said, I was like, yeah, I think he's ready. I think now it's time to start pressing the phones to these Power 5 schools that Kylan Billiot next. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't tell him that, but that was my whole thought process going into that weekend.
Hearing that and seeing where you at now, how does that make you feel? To know that you had somebody in your corner this whole time, like playing chess while you was playing, you probably playing spades.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like
Matt.
You know what I'm saying? Like just looking at what's in front of you right now instead of ahead.
Well, that means a lot. G actually played chess on me a couple times. I ain't gonna lie. And like he's starting to tell me some stuff that he was telling me, and like just to scare me and get me back on track when I would fall over or something like that. Like I feel like that's why a lot of kids nowadays don't really go on a straight path, because they ain't got nobody like G or somebody or they dad or somebody to keep on the right track. So to have somebody in my corner, it feels good to let me know when I'm doing something wrong.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Man, how big is it for you, man, going into your freshman year, to have somebody like a Kylan Lacey in that room with you, somebody that you got a really good relationship with from the same area, who wants to see you do well? How big is that for you, and how you plan on taking advantage of it?
That's big. Kylan Lacey, he up next, wide receiver 1, of course. I feel like I'm going to take advantage of that situation. At the same time, I'm still trying to play at the same time, you know what I mean?
Right.
At the end of the day, I'm going to take advantage of it, but I won't play. So if, God forbid, if somehow, I won't be next. Like, I won't be next up. So, like, if I don't know a formation or if I don't know a play call, it ain't nothing for me and him to go to his house and study the playbook or stay at the practice and work on the field or something like that. That ain't nothing. Or get some tips on how he learn the plays faster or learn the formations faster. You know what I mean? So that's it. Yeah.
I like that. Y'all got a big class of receivers in there, man. You talking about Kylan Lacey, Aaron Anderson, the transfer from Liberty, C.J. Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
C.J. Hilton. I say C.J. Chris Hilton.
Yeah, Chris Hilton. I mean, there's a lot of guys that's in that room, and you're gonna be right behind.
Right.
You know what I mean? But let's talk about being at LSU coming up. You know, a lot of people. This is a big time program. This is a big deal. They got a lot of guys who came out of this receiver room, and it's considered to be, wide receiver U.
Right.
That's what we do. Y'all do. I don't want to take that from you. But let's talk about, like, who are some of the receivers that you think you modeled that you probably seen come out of the school that you like, when I finish, I want to be like that.
Right.
Like, name me a receiver.
Probably BT. I ain't gonna lie. I know that's really like right
Brian
there.
Thomas?
Yeah, but like I feel like
Basketball background.
I feel like my game mimic as him kinda. But like from not LSU, I feel like Keon Coleman is like I feel like I'm a
notch below.
kind of like
not that, but
not like upcoming version of him. You know what I mean? I
Right.
know I'm myself, but like I feel like I remember my game as him.
right. Keon Coleman's a dog.
Yeah, I know.
Another
dog.
basketball background.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about what he did this year. You know, at Florida State.
Right.
You know, I mean, Brian Thomas what led the country in touchdowns.
Right.
I mean, quiet as kept. BT had a year.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, he went 23 in the draft.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Here you go.
I'm saying is what we do. What we do. I want to ask you this because I think it's important for like your peers and kids that's coming up after you to know like the new scale of recruiting. When we was getting recruited, man, phone call, letter here and there. You can only take 3 official visits. You was done. Now with the limited official visits, the NIL deals coming into like scope, like that affects recruiting. Also navigating transfer portals, like what situation is best for you. What is your advice to someone that's up and coming on how to navigate those streams?
Trust the process that you on. Like trust like the process and like don't automatically think, oh, I gotta go play SEC. Like know your talent limit, of course, but like don't like downplay yourself too much. But like just know where you fit in. Like get in where you fit in. Like really. So like trust the process. Don't go to these camps that's not worth it. Like don't go to camps that people not, the coach is not actually talking to you.
Right.
Like I'm not trying to knock nobody, but like if like a student help or whatever send you like a little camp invite, don't automatically think, oh, they recruit me. Like
That's a
don't
good
automatically
point.
think that.
That's a good point.
Like I didn't witness that myself. Like some of these schools will send me like a little invite, I'll get excited and happy, like they looking at me, you know what I mean? So like just trust your process that you're on, and if that's the route that you want to take, or if that's the route that you gotta take, then take it, and whatever else happens, it happens.
Man, talk about your growth, man, as a man. I think that's something that needs to be talked about. Because like you said, man, when you was in middle school, you was getting in trouble a lot. You wasn't taking school as serious as you started to do as you started maturing. Talk about what played a big role into you growing up as a man and, being more responsible, being more mature, and understanding how to keep what's important, like school, and making good decisions, the main thing.
Really? My mama, for real. Like, I would get in trouble a lot, and like I would kind of like disappoint her, and like I wouldn't think nothing of it, but I know like, all right, if I get in trouble today, I'll try to do good today, and the next day I'll go back to being bad. So like it was just like, as I got older, I started to realize like I want to change my mom's whole life, like my mom's whole life, my siblings' whole life. I just want to see my family do better for themselves. So like, as a man, well, I'm not really a man yet, but like, as the man I'm becoming, I feel like I'm on the right path, as in where I'm going. So like, I was bad. I ain't gonna lie. I was terrible. I was terrible. I'm just starting to think back now. I was terrible, but like 9th grade year, I was still bad. 10th grade year, it's slowing down. 11th grade year, it's slowing down. 12th grade year, senior year, I'm about to graduate tomorrow. I had no referral. So like, I took a big leap from 7th grade year to 12th grade year. I feel like I grew up pretty fast.
Real transformation.
So you did a Brandon Jones.
Yeah.
Those are the facts.
For those y'all don't know, this is Brandon Jones.
Those are the facts, boy. Shit, boy, I was a bad man pajamas. Sometimes you got to go through some things. Sometimes I understand his process. You got to go through some things. You got to experience some stuff. You got to get some people attention with being bad. Being bad is about getting people attention. That's all it's about. It's about getting people attention in the wrong way.
Yeah, in the wrong way.
In the wrong way. You know, and then as your time gets older, you start to, revert, okay, I ain't got to get your attention like this. Maybe I could do better.
Maybe I could play football and get your attention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can do something else. Maybe I decide to come to class and sit here the whole time and not say nothing, just argue with no teachers. Get attention in that way.
Right.
But she still hasn't done.
I tried. Give it a tip. It don't work. I just, do what I do. You know what I'm saying? But, man, I think that what I want to get into is, man, like, I know you got the attributes, but what made you, like, really want to dive into receiving? Like, you could be DB, you could be a safety. Like, what made you want to hone in on, like, being a wide receiver? Who's somebody you think you watch and say, man, all right, this is it? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I really played receiver my whole life. Like, not really my whole life, but, like, I really ain't play no other position. They'll try to put me at DB. My stance terrible. My hips bad. Like, I can't play DB. He tried to put me at safety. I can't do that either. I feel like receiver was my best choice. But when I was, like, in TPR, like rec league, as a kid growing up, I played DN. And I used to, like tackle a lot of people. But, like, I feel like I look at it this way. I don't really like to get hit. So, like, I feel like I could run from the contact or just fall on the ground or something. But, like, I don't like to later hit, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like,
Why not? That's the best part.
that's not the best part.
It is the
Because after
best
you later
part.
hit, you got a headache.
No, you don't.
Hey, you do.
You hit with your shoulder.
I don't.
That's right.
I don't.
Somebody went wrong with tackle back in the day.
You think he run it out?
Brand Mother went right. I'm gonna just leave with my head.
Man, let me ask you this, because I'm the LSU guy on this panel. You know, they bad. You know what I'm saying? They Michigan. You know,
We won the national championship.
You're only good at your national championship. Your last national championship.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say
You're only good at your last national championship.
It took you a long time
matter.
to get to that last national
Don't
championship.
matter. Don't matter.
Jesus.
You're only good at your
It
last.
was always our year.
It was.
It's about time.
So what?
Kudos.
It happened.
Blue and gold, baby.
Anyway, don't worry about trash. Why LSU?
A lot of people see their college is like their dream school. All right, it's my dream school, but now you got to dive deeper into what they got. Cortez Hankton, my receiver coach, he is a great mentor. I could talk to him anytime I want. He just like the culture at LSU is just different. I never came into a bad encounter with nobody from LSU. It's just like it feels like I'm family. Like I wasn't even there yet, and like I'll just go to the facility one day and just chill with them or something like that. Like it just you feel like family, and it's like the situation I'm going into. I feel like it's the best situation for me. Kylan Billiot, a wide receiver one from the same area I'm from. It's just like it's a good situation for me.
How much do you know about the history of the people that you put in the uniform on for that played your position group?
Very slim. Very slim.
G-face.
I'm not even gonna lie, it's very slim.
Like outside of Odell, name me another receiver that didn't play in the 2020s.
Hold on.
I'll give you a hint. One not from the Tri-Parish. He close. He from the River Parish.
I'm gonna let y'all go.
You don't know about Jarvis Landry?
Oh yeah, I know about Jarvis Landry.
He from the River
Yeah,
Parish.
I know about Jarvis. Yeah, I know about Jarvis.
Jesus. Gee, what y'all feeding these people in the
Well, you know, this generation, man, they only watch what's going on now. You know what I
I
mean?
can say this. I don't like watching old stuff because like the quality is bad. I like watching clear videos.
But
That's a good point.
But I don't.
It hurts my eyes, and I really don't know what's like going on.
It's not a good point. It's not a good point.
All right, if you look back way back then, it's just like
They in 1080p, dog.
I don't
Exactly.
like. You
Exactly.
gotta study your craft.
You want to watch 420, dog. I don't think I'm about to watch that.
You
dog.
can watch 2020 for all I care. You gotta study. You gotta know what then came before
Problem
you.
is, we came up with them big box TVs, them big round things over there. And all we had was ABC, watching Nebraska and Florida and all this other stuff. Dog, these kids got selection.
right.
Right.
You got to catch their eyes.
They still got ESPN Classics. They got something called YouTube.
Nah, YouTube be blurry as ever.
But you can still type in YouTube and it's like LSU great receivers.
Right.
It will blow your mind. Michigan ain't got it like that.
Chill out. Chill out.
Disrespect you.
Chill
you wanna go down.
out. Roman Wilson win the second round.
Yes.
Wow, we had two
Nico
first
Collins
rounders.
was third round.
We had two first
That's
rounders.
fine.
Two first
That's
rounders.
fine.
Two.
Tom Brady.
That's what you got. Hang your hat, and it's
Charles Woodson.
It's a hell of a hat.
Ain't no DB that came through LSU better than Charles Woodson.
Pat P.
Man,
Stop
stop it.
it. Stop it.
Please
Stop.
don't do that. They got a
P.
lot of people that listening to this right now
I-
that's wondering
Pat
what's going
P.
on through your brain.
Tyrann Matthew. I take them before I
He
take
ain't better
Charles
than
Woodson.
Charles either.
I take both of them.
think
I take
Tyrann
both of
Matthew
them.
and Patrick Peters are better than Charles Woodson?
Yes.
At Michigan.
Yes.
The rose in his mouth.
Yes.
Dog
At
in his mouth.
Michigan in the league,
Yes.
neither one.
Yes. Yes.
Keep it a band.
Give me some instruments right now.
How about we do a poll?
We can do
on
a poll.
Twitter.
We can do a poll.
Loser got to buy lunch.
I hope you ready. Cause I want a pole bar. Hope you're ready. Y'all mark that clip at 5:13.
Ain't nowhere in the world.
No.
Yes.
No.
In the SEC at that?
What do you mean?
Who he had the guard in the Big
David
Ten?
Boston.
David Boston.
One
First
person.
round pick.
One person.
Charles Rogers. First round pick.
Charles Rogers.
Charles Rogers was like that.
Charles Rogers.
He went second overall.
Charles Woodson did
They ain't
not.
traded up to get him.
Charles Woodson did not have to guard Charles Rogers.
No, he was already he came out 0-2.
Man, Charles Woodson was in the league when Charles Rogers came out.
I'm gonna have to look that up. I think
I think he came out 0-2.
So
Charles-
they ain't come out the same
No.
class. But I think when Charles Rogers was like a junior,
No.
Charles Woodson was like a freshman or something.
No.
I'm telling you.
No.
All
You
right.
talking about the same? Charles Rogers. When you lose,
Got drafted by the Lions.
Yeah, no, man.
All right.
Charles Woodson was
Look it
like,
up. You got a smartphone?
You got a smartphone too.
Look it up.
look at. I would prove y'all wrong on my Android, but I don't want to. I feel the
Don't talk about
iPhone
it.
hate.
Listen,
In here.
name me the last defensive person won a Heisman.
You got that.
They ain't got that.
I'm saying y'all got
They
that.
ain't got nothing.
Y'all
Charles
got
Woodson.
that. Y'all
They
got
ain't got
that.
that.
Y'all got that.
Anywho.
No scandals.
Anywho. Man, talk about how it felt finding out that you was an All-American. Second All-American in your school's history. You and Mason Smith. I think for the tri-pair that makes 5. Mason Smith, you, Javon Reed, the offensive lineman.
Robinson. This man went to Auburn.
Yeah,
Ray Robinson.
Greg Robinson.
Ray Robinson.
Greg
Ray
Robinson.
Robinson. That's 4. I think that might be it. I hope I'm not forgetting somebody. But anyway, talk about what
Savion was? No, he's not trying.
St. James, bro.
St. James.
That's why I stopped. That's why I stopped. My bad.
But talk about how it felt, man, to get that news that you was an All-American and how big that was for you.
It felt great. When you broke the you know how it was. You broke the news to me. At first I didn't know what was going on. I thought he was playing like a little prank on me or whatever. But like when he finally, all right, they're gonna send you the edit tomorrow so you can post, and then you leaving for this long, and it's the best 100 kids in the nation. And when I finally got there, I realized it was the best 100 kids in the nation. They had 5 stars walking around everywhere. That was the best competition I ever played in my life.
How was that experience, man? Just being around people like Jeremiah Smith, who was at Ohio State, number one receiver in the country coming out of high school, and I'm hearing it from his performance during the spring. They saying he gonna be starting
Junior.
come the fall as a true freshman. You know, talk about that and some of the DBs that was there, and just the whole experience being around that kind of talent.
When I got there at the All-American game, Jeremiah Smith, at first I was like, man, this dude look familiar, bro. Because I seen him on Instagram catching the ball with one hand and stuff. So I was like, man, you look so familiar. He was like, boy, you don't know me? I'm Jeremiah Smith. And I was like, nah, bro, I don't know who you is. He real quiet. He just like he got that he kind of built like DK Metcalf on some stuff, but like a little slimmer. He's like
He
grown,
put together.
like grown man. Like I'm just like looking at myself like what I'm doing wrong. Like so like that was I got some friends I meet out there, like go to like Georgia, Missouri. Like I can still call them up today and like we could have a conversation, talk about like what we was doing in the hotel room, how we was clowning around, how the game went, stuff like that. So like I feel like I made a lot of relationships that's gonna be good later down the line.
And then you did a good job, man, during the practice portion throughout the week. Everybody pay attention to the game,
Right.
But a lot for the people that's watching. What really matters what goes on in them practices during the week.
Right.
Absolutely.
So talk about that, man. You know, Sam Spiegelman was there, and he got a lot of footage of you going against some of them top DBs, man, and you fared really well.
Actually, for the first time,
And what that did for your confidence too.
a player like, cause I always been like kind of like the best player at my high school. So like a player that's going to Miami right now, I think he gave me some advice, and I took it, but like I was like, man, I never got advice from like another player,
Yeah.
another teammate. So like I was like, all right, I took the advice. I think I ran like a curl or something. And I got on like Route Surgeon, like the Route Surgeon took the video and posted it on Instagram because like I killed it. I killed them. So like, with that being said, like I feel like being there, practices, when we finally went against, like it was the West versus the East. When we finally went against them, it was like eye-opening because like these some players that I never knew about, and now that I'm going against them, it's like I see them on Instagram or I see them on such and such. Or I see them killing at their high school in their hometown. So I'm like, when I finally go against them, I'm like, all right, now we about to see how good we both is.
Right.
So like I went against Jawan Johnson, my former teammate,
Your future teammate.
my future teammate, later actually my roommate too. So like he's straight. we went at it. We went at it.
Right.
I think, man, when I was a kid, man, those games there were like, when they used to come on TV, they were like gold. Like we was always tuned in to like who those players were.
Right.
Like, in the country, like, man, you know, looking at this player, looking at this player, looking at this player. And when you know about a kid in your area that was going to be an All-American, like, for whatever reason, it don't seem like it had the same pizzazz that it did 20 years ago. But now, I mean, but it still recognized that, like, I mean, if you were All-American, you him.
Right.
You like that. You know what I mean? But it's one of those things where you get to compete against other guys in that group. And now you see how you fare out as a player. And you're like, you know what? If I was you, I'd be circling the calendar. He went here. He went here. He went here.
Right.
He went here. And I'll check up on them dudes. Let them know I'm coming.
Or I got most of their number too.
You know what I'm saying?
I got most of their number.
I thought that did a lot for your confidence, especially when y'all was doing the 1-on-1 portion and the 7-on-7 portion, and you was making some miraculous catches, and you know all of the analysts and the writers that was there was making a big deal about your play during that practice portion of the week. And everybody know, man, iron sharpen iron, man. You going against stiff competition like that and you making plays, they ain't gonna do nothing but build your confidence.
A lot of people ain't expect me to like go there and perform the way I did actually. Like I know I didn't have like the amount of yards Jeremiah Smith had in the actual game, but like I still had like 5 catches for like I think I had like 30 yards or something.
Yeah.
But like that's like the 100 best players in the nation. So
yeah. And then y'all were rotating the whole game.
Yeah, so it was,
people don't understand the game it's an all-star game.
like people don't understand like if you the best, I feel like the All-American game, it goes off rankings. Cause like
Absolutely.
I'm not trying to call him, but KJ Bolden, Like he was walking around the whole hotel like I'm that man. Like I'm him. Like number one safety in the nation. Like you better recognize who I am.
Right.
Then another thing people don't take in the fact when it comes to the All-Star games is you coming from most of the kids had they coach for like 4 years and all that stuff, depending on what type of school system they in, and you've been in the same offense. Playbook is like right now, Coach T could call you and say, "Man, we running ABC," and you can explain it to everybody. You going and then you going to an All-Star game where you got to learn the different, you got to learn the cadence. People don't realize how big, cause like you just sitting there watching them, the guy clap the ball, say HUD. You don't realize how important the cadence is to skill position.
The timing with the quarterback and the receiver.
Then the play call, like where he gonna throw it at, boom, boom, boom. Then not only do you have to get it with that quarterback, it's like 4 more quarterbacks that you gotta. So like this one throws it here, this one throws it here, boom. But you got all this going, and you in the biggest game of your high school career because you're in a big stadium, all this, like it's a whole production behind it. It's nerve wracking. Because I remember when Devontae Lee and Ish was in it, they were like, man, it's the best warm up you're gonna get for college out there. So take the opportunity.
No doubt. Now it's time to get into Kylan's favorites. Here we go.
I know I ain't gonna win one. I already know it.
Favorite football player of all time, no matter what level.
I gotta see Randy Moss.
Flip floss.
Randy
You
Moss.
know about Randy Moss, but you don't know about the
Cause like
Moss.
I know.
Mossed
I know.
him, like
I
literally
know.
going up as a kid, like
I
get
know.
Moss. Like at first, I didn't really know what that was until somebody actually told me, like that's Randy Moss, like Moss.
Favorite sneaker all time,
Like brand or like
shoe
brand?
Jordans.
What's number?
11.
That's different.
Contours.
Your generation on the ones hard.
I like designer shoes though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to get into designer shoes a lot.
Yeah. Favorite rapper all time.
See, I ain't even gonna say it. I'm gonna be different. It's Young Boy.
I told you.
Oh man, I'm thinking he about to say something else.
I told you. That generation, Young Boy can do no wrong. You hear me?
He got a hold on him, dog. Hey, listen.
Oh, serious
He
hold.
got a hold. He got a hold.
Favorite comedian all time.
Kevin Hart.
Good one.
It's a good one.
Kevin Hart.
That's a good one.
It's a product of the generation.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's good, though.
My mama grew up watching like them little things where they
The series.
Yeah. So I was
Real Housewives. The husbands.
Hollywood.
He was on
series
that.
Kevin Hart had.
The husbands of Hollywood with him, Nelly, and all that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Real Husband in Hollywood. Yeah.
JB Smooth.
JB Smooth and
I don't think I ever seen it. I seen
It was
the
on
other
BET.
series he did. I forgot the name of it. He did another series.
That's
When he went on tour.
he got a lot of work though.
Favorite hooper all time, no matter what level.
Jalen Green.
Different.
Okay.
Way different.
I grew up watching him like in high school on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I fell in love with him. I ain't gonna lie.
Gotcha.
Real different.
Just don't do like him.
Yeah. He painted his fingernails.
And he got what her name is?
Drea.
Got Drea pregnant. Drea 39.
Yeah.
If we talking about high school, I fell in love with him in high school.
But he a dog though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dog.
you know,
He played for my Rockets. Now
I
you know
know.
a Rockets fan.
I know. Gotta play D.
Favorite place to visit?
Disney World.
You been
Orlando.
like twice, huh?
Yeah. I ain't really been nowhere for real though. But Disney World fun. I'll go there anytime.
Space Mountain kid, huh?
Yeah, that's what?
Listen, I went there when I was 9, cried my behind off. I had to recover that senior trip.
I went on Space Mountain like 5 times my whole time being there one time.
I hate Disney World.
What? Well, you need to go to Universal. You're a little older.
I hate listen. It ain't got nothing to do with the rides.
The
It's
lines,
yeah.
and you be high. I
Oh.
sat in the line for like an hour and 30 minutes one
See
time.
what I'm saying? Like I don't got time for all that, dog.
And they pump you up.
And even if you get express, the line's still on.
And the food, bro.
Thank
Food like $16 for a burger.
Thank God I have a special needs kid. Just press it in the app and we ain't have to wait no line.
Yeah, you good.
That's
Hey,
Love.
Yeah, cheat code.
hey,
love.
I didn't always have a cheat code.
Cheat code.
Toughest player you ever went against
in my high school career.
in your high school career.
Bernard Causey.
LSU signing.
LSU.
Mhm.
Kennedy, stand up.
Toughest player you ever went against in basketball.
None.
None?
I was a dog, bro. I'm nice in basketball, bro.
No, but I'm dog.
None.
Ain't
Who
somebody
dreams?
you went
Kentucky,
against.
G.
Like,
Man,
it's somebody
Kentucky.
you went against.
nobody knew. Like,
So nobody ain't give you fits.
all right, hold on. I gotta think because I killed a lot of people in my high school
Man,
career.
you just said earlier when you got to the AAU circuit.
all right. That's not like
It's high school.
like school ball. I don't know their names.
He was on the circuit like, okay.
That guy.
DT when I went against him my freshman year, and when I trained with him, Coach Scott had me at practice, and I was DT like little dummy or whatever. DT was job stepping me, dunking on me.
He signed with McNeese.
Mhm.
McNeese State from Ellendale High School. Try Paris. Stand up. You did. You know I gotta put it out there.
Hey, we let you have it. We let you have it because we ain't gonna do the JP.
If you wasn't playing sports, what would Kylan Billiot be doing with his life?
Oh, my honest answer,
Yes.
On a boat.
flunky. I would be just doing nothing. I ain't gonna lie, I would be doing nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, I would be doing
No
nothing.
job.
You're not catching perch?
Scamming. Something. I'm doing something.
He said,
I'm doing something.
he went straight illegal.
I'm doing something. I ain't gonna. I'm doing
Boy,
something.
do you see how sports will change a lot of people's lives? The sport.
Spawn one.
Lord.
Spawn one.
He really went.
I'm scared, man. I ain't gonna lie.
0 to 100.
Real quick.
Cause like I don't really like. I never had a real job in my life for real.
You want me playing the game? Trying to go on like, streaming?
Nah, scamming easier. Easier.
Fast young boy.
See what I'm saying?
No, it's not even him. It's a scammer from Texas, and they punched me dead.
Man, he
And
do
like-
study this stuff, bro.
And like he got a whole song about like how to like scam. Like he got like a whole album about how to like scam. How to like
He never been caught?
no. He
No.
got all his friends got like chains with like the card swipe with a hand. It's like a $30,000 chain.
I never heard of this.
He got
dude.
like 20 chains.
You heard of this dude?
No,
What his name is?
because I'm not trying to scam
They
people.
punched me dead.
Punch made there.
But like he make music to cover up his scam, but he rap about scamming. I don't know.
he nice
That what?
at rapping.
Yeah, he nice. He rap about
Scamming.
he rap about I ain't gonna lie, he rap about making pills and like
Oh, he way out there.
like lacing it with fentanyl and giving it to homeless people. Like
Whoa.
he deep. I ain't gonna lie, he deep.
You
he deep.
keep going
He
like
deep.
I think like
He
if
deep.
like I think it's not another left you can take and you keep taking more lefts.
Lord. I gotta make sure my little boy ain't watching it.
Okay.
Ain't listening to this.
Make
What his name is again?
His name punch me dead.
Punch
Okay,
me there.
make sure
You
that
see,
that is on
If you
block.
watch it,
YouTube, Instagram, whatever.
TikTok?
step away.
TikTok.
Make sure
All
that
that.
make sure this is blocked.
And he know he pop. I
Twitter.
never heard of this dude.
We'll look him up later.
Man.
Oh my
Punt made
god.
there.
That's him.
Hey,
It's the generation we living in.
before we end this podcast, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to do something that you always wanted to do, but never could do it. FanView gonna give you the opportunity. So what I want you to do is I want you to look right here in this camera and say, Kylan Billiot, and you rocking with G Sports.
Oh,
I gotta do this though. It's Kylan Billiot, and I'm rocking with G Sports.
There it is, yeah.
No, bro.
man, I gotta go back and look at that video.
You never had
Well,
me
y'all
on that.
be Ellender.
You never had me on that. Never.
Hey, this hurt his heart.
Damn.
It was like a dream of mine.
I gotta go back.
Hey.
I gotta go back and look at that video. I think you might have forgot, dog.
Hey, Coach Hurricane Hen just filled your dream. Remember that when you catch your first LSU touchdown and you looking at it, like when you look at the camera and you be like, I'm rocking with G Sport. Remember, like, hey, Coach Hurricane Hen did that from Jefferson Parish.
Stand up.
You did.
But this podcast was special for me, man. My dude Kylan, man, been rocking with it for a while now, dog. Like I said earlier, the CEO growth, not even about football, just as a man, dog. I couldn't be more proud of you. I know your mama is extremely ecstatic about your growth as a person. The story she done told me about the whoopings and how she had to discipline you coming up. And then some of the things that I was able to see when me and you started building our relationship, man, you have came a long, long way, dog. Keep being you. As you get ready to move move to Baton Rouge on Saturday, man, and get ready to start that new journey. Keep the main thing. Understand, like, anything you want, dog, is gonna be hard. Like you said, man, keep trusting the process. Keep good people around you, dog, and you already know I believe in you, dog.
True.
Rocking with G Sports.
All day.
Officially now.
All day.
Took long enough, but it's all good. Well, listen, everybody getting locked in. It's FanView Podcast. If you're on YouTube, it's FanView Podcast. If you're on TikTok, it's FanView Podcast. If you're on Facebook, FanView Podcast. If you're on IG, still FanView NOLA. If you're on X, don't forget to subscribe. We also Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you name it, you can find this podcast. Like, share, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Y'all already know what it is. We can't stop.
We won't stop.
Y'all already know what it is.
No Diddy.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, no diddy.
Lord.
Definitely. Yeah, you can't. That's a bad thing. 2024. Bad.
We signing off, man. G Sports, man.
Step Construction is here for you with a brand new offer. We now provide affordable storage sheds. Stop wasting your money on overpriced storage units and portable containers. Step Construction can provide you with a custom shed that will fit your budget and storage needs. So contact Step Construction today at 504-340-5809 for your own personal quote. Let us help you take the next step at Step Construction.
It's DatBoyFred, host of FanView Podcast. Tune into the NOTN app, weekdays, 3:30 for the FanView Podcast. Go to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com to watch more episodes of FanView Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch.